from the University of Alabama. This is Crimson Tide Today. It's a daily update on Bama sports, and it's brought to you by Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Streaming live at 2 p.m. Central on Tuesdays and Thursdays on all CTSN social media platforms at UA_CTSN. Hello again, everybody. I'm Roger Hoover. On Monday night's edition of Crimson Tide Rewind, we were joined at Baumhower's Victory Grill in Vestavia Hills by CTSN football sideline reporter Corey Reamer.
Being in that locker room for the last 2 weeks, seeing the impact that he has on this team and the way that he's standing up pregame, halftime, postgame, celebrating his teammates, challenging his teammates, bringing the energy that you need to get this team going. You know, it was missed, obviously, in that first week. And I'm excited that he's finally going to get to be back and hopefully be playing. Hopefully he's 100% in a couple of weeks. He was out of the boot on the sideline on Saturday, which is a good sign. You also got Jam Miller that's going to be hopefully coming back and be ready to go in Athens in a couple of weeks.
I'll have more in a moment.
Hey, Bama fans, each Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, join us live for Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. This live streaming talk show features the latest on Alabama athletics with exclusive conversations with Tide student athletes, coaches, and media members giving their perspective on the Crimson Tide. You can watch on YouTube, Facebook, and X, with all conversations archived as well on the Alabama Insider podcast. Roll Tide with Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR.
If you missed last night's edition of Hey Coach and the Kalen DeBoer Show, catch it on demand on the Alabama Insider Podcast, available on all podcast platforms. Crimson Tide Today is brought to you by Crimson Drive, driven by NASCAR. Crimson Tide Today is a production of the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
At Stella at 5 Points, living isn't just about having an apartment, it's about living artfully. Imagine waking up with the upscale feel of Atlanta or Nashville right here in the heart of Huntsville. Modern, stylish apartments, open layouts, stainless steel appliances, and resort-inspired amenities. Nestled in vibrant 5 Points, you'll enjoy walkability, parks, dining, and quick access to downtown without the chaos. Stella at 5 Points. Live artfully. Live Stella.
I'm here with Thomas from Talent Heating and Air. With the temperatures going up, now is a good time to get your heating and air system looked at. Thomas, when somebody calls, you guys answer.
That's right. The phones are staffed by us. They're manned 24/7. We're ready to come out and take care of you that day.
How do they give you guys a call?
You give us a call at 256-503-4490.
And you can find you guys on the World Wide Web at
talenthvac.com.
And now is a good time to do this because you guys are offering a special deal.
That's right. We're doing $49 tune-ups this spring. We're also doing free second opinions. We offer that year-round. Somebody comes out, they say you got a bag compressor or leaking refrigerant. Give us a call, see if we can save you some money.
Thomas from Talent Heating and Air. Thomas, one more time, that phone number.
256-503-4490. AL certain number 21014.
This is your home for Madison Academy football.
Owens in some trouble, eludes a man, flings it to the far flank. It is caught. Right. It is caught by Kreider.
This is your home for the Mustang Zone. Only on 97.7 ESPN.com and the 97.7 ESPN The Zone app. WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone. This hour is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
A happy Thursday evening. Scott Tyson sitting in for Steve Moulton here on The Drive tonight. And we are live. We are on the road. We're on the road tonight. We come to you from Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar, right down here in the heart of downtown Huntsville. And it is a fantastic evening. We're just sitting outside, got the sunlight coming down a little bit. It's going to dip down below here in a couple minutes, but it is so peaceful. It's beautiful, beautiful night to be outside and just enjoy. And I mean some good food.
Well, that's obvious. I have a lobster roll next to me.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Just had the tuna tacos that you shared
Shrimp
with me.
tacos.
Well, shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, if we don't entice anybody to stop and get dinner, I don't know what else we're going to do in the next hour and a half. Look, there goes Drew DeArmond cruising the streets like we did back in the high school days. Anyway,
he's following his nose.
We're live downtown here at Sea Salt Urban Bar. We got a lot to get to tonight. We're going to talk more about this because you can go on to our website. You can go on to our zone deals right now and get $50 worth of food for $25 here to Sea Salt. They have everything from fresh oysters to, as you mentioned, the lobster roll to the shrimp tacos. They're even unveiling some new nachos. They've got all kinds of stuff. If you come here on Saturdays, you can watch college football on the big screen. They've got specials. They got the NFL package on Sundays. They're going to have the Alabama-Georgia game on, the Ryder Cup, baseball playoffs. They're going to have tailgate specials. They've got nachos this week. That is a special. Next week for the Alabama game, they're going to have sausage, pepper, and onions to come down here and eat. They've got happy hour Monday through Saturday, 3 to 6. $5 half dozen oysters, ahi shrimp tacos for $13. They've got Manhattan chowder. They've got live music. They got all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna talk more about that here. But we do want to delve into some sports talk because it broke a little bit earlier this afternoon, right before the show. And that is, it's been a hot topic about 9 conference games. Yes, the SEC is going to 9 conference games. We know what's going to happen in 2026. Well, college football fans, all you got to do now is wait until Tuesday, and that is when the SEC will reveal the 3 permanent rivals. They're going to be referred to as annual opponents, which will be reviewed every 4 years.
So what I'm guessing is they're doing some kind of matrix based on strength of schedule. I mean, strength of the teams over the last 4 years, more than likely, since they're using 4 years.
Right.
Going to be interesting to see how that works. So since Texas and Oklahoma has been on the end for a year.
Right. So who do you right now? A lot of people are speculating. This is the whole fun part about doing what we do and being fans sometimes is, okay, Alabama's going to get Auburn,
Tennessee,
and Tennessee. And
that's what I'm guessing it is.
Okay.
I don't think the LSU should be there. I think Mississippi State should.
Okay.
That's based on Auburn and Tennessee now. It'd be different if Tennessee wasn't on the come. I mean, already on the up. They made the playoffs last year. You have Auburn, who is historically, you can actually throw the record. It is a rivalry.
Right.
And then, Mississippi State's 45 miles away.
They have
55.
played Alabama. Alabama and Mississippi State has played each other more times than anybody else. And you might think it's Auburn, but no, remember way back when they stopped that series. And so there was a long break in it. Alabama and Mississippi State have played each other more than anybody of Alabama's opponents.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it's going to be LSU, which is a great rivalry. Telling you, I was against this. Nine games.
Why?
For a lot of reasons. One is they say it's not going to try to hurt the SEC. That's exactly what they're trying to do. You have this deep league. You're going to have 8 more losses for someone. You're going to knock them out. Watch this year. This is as good as I've seen in 3 games. Now, injuries can happen.
Right.
The first 3 games, this is better than any conference I've ever seen. More deep.
The SEC.
They're not even close.
Well, we talked about it this morning that right now, Alabama has a lot to prove. And next week when they go to Georgia, they'll answer a lot more questions. Right now, Georgia answered some questions with that win against Tennessee. Although Tennessee outplayed them in certain aspects, they answered some questions with the win against that game. So, but right now, when's the last time after this early in the season we've said, wow, Texas A&M and Vanderbilt may be playing some of the best football in the Southeastern Conference, to your point about how deep this conference is right now.
Well, I mean, I don't know, who's the bad team? Who is the bad team?
I would put, because of, I think their struggles, I would put Kentucky down there.
Maybe.
Kentucky, to me, has not overwhelmed me.
Yeah,
yet.
but they won't lose a non-conference game. I don't know who they play, but they won't. They will not lose a non-conference game. I mean, they might lose a conference game. They played Ole Miss pretty good in the first game.
Right. Now, Kentucky's biggest challenge, obviously, non-conference, is going to be Louisville. That's going to be at the end of the season.
Yeah, and that's the best gift of it out of the rest.
Right. I
mean, they might be the last team, and they might not. I mean, Arkansas's better right now, but if they keep losing close games, they should have beat Ole Miss. Tennessee lost to Georgia, but Georgia scored on a strip sack of their quarterback. From the guy that missed the block, bounced right to me, ran a touchdown. That didn't happen. I've never seen that happen ever before, ever. So, I mean, that game was, and they missed a field goal. I'm just using these as examples.
No, I understand.
It's nuts.
Well,
Florida might end up with it being a bad team. It might be a bad team because
they're having to face so many.
Yeah,
good
their
teams.
quarterback's not 100%.
Well, to your point, Taylon Green from Arkansas, the quarterback from Arkansas, Taylon Green has really flourished. And we talked about this too, that he and Bobby Petrino, because the whole story is Bobby Petrino, when Sam Pittman learned his lesson. Sam Pittman went out and told Bobby Petrino, go get a quarterback that fits you. Go get a guy that fits you. And Taylon Green was that guy.
Right.
And so Taylon Green and Bobby Petrino are tied together, and I think that's a perfect marriage.
But this is all discussing what you said, the reason I didn't want to go to 9 games.
That's why.
Because of what they did to us last year, and that was a joke.
Okay.
Absolute joke. Strength of schedule. When people getting in, there are 2 teams that got in with over 65, and of all the teams, their strength of schedule was one of them was in the 70s. And lost their last game they played against a Clemson team that had gotten beaten by 3 SEC schools.
So the Big Ten will play 9. The SEC will play 9.
But the Big Ten, they're not the same. Let's not try to kid ourselves.
Okay.
And they got 5 schools that are decent, right? And there's some good schools. Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan. Indiana's on the borderline. They dropped their games. So, yeah, if Alabama's going to play Northern Illinois and all those teams instead of playing this year Florida State and Wisconsin,
right.
Well, that's what's about to happen. And listen, I didn't like the way we played the first game.
Right.
I mean, obviously, but if Alabama does really well this year, which I think they could at this point, it's because of that game that's going to get them there. If they'd played some little old school, it wouldn't have mattered. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because they would have won 59-0, and you would be like, well.
Yeah, they wouldn't have got better.
Right.
Losses are horrible. That was a horrible loss. And there have been a bunch of them under Caleb Moore.
Right.
But there's been some great victories, too. Let's not forget those, where they look like the best team in the country. And listen, you got 6 drop passes,
right?
From our quarter. And when I say drop passes, they hit them if they just moved their hands, they stuck the receiver in this face mask. That's how good the passes they were. You go and look at his completion percentage. I mean, he'd be Heisman contender. He might be anyway. The way he's playing is unbelievable. I mean, you go watch. I don't care if nobody's out there. The way he's throwing the ball is incredible. But, he gets and takes a lick. Last week in the Wisconsin game, he takes a lick while he's throwing the ball and puts it right on the money. The guy's unconscious. Now, I hate that they have to wait a week to play Georgia because he might wake up.
Right.
But he is throwing on time, and when he throws on time, it's as good. It's like when he threw the ball to number one in the second game, the kid from Miami. It's like his eyes got big. He saw him and he fired a dart, and since then he has been totally on fire.
Isaiah Horton,
who's they have so. And I'm not trying to overhype because
right.
Here's the deal: we have played like manure on road games, except for one against LSU. But so we're going to find out. And I don't care if they win. I want them to win, but I don't care. I want them to play good. They need to play very well there.
No, they do. They do.
And build off of it.
They do. And there's a lot to build on. And then
exactly.
I like your point. The fact that if they would have played at FCS school or something, you'd be like, oh, this Alabama team's unstoppable. We're going to go to Georgia, and it's going to be,
yeah.
But sometimes you can win in a loss.
But that's why, going back to the original question, that's why I don't want 9 games.
All right.
Because the only reason we went to 9 games,
right,
and we made a big deal about it,
right,
huge deal. At the SEC media days, and you're like, what are they doing? Well, they were going to 9 games the whole time. They just wanted to make a big deal. They have to go to 9 games because of NIL. They have no choice.
Okay.
They need the money. All of them need the money. When all of a sudden you get a $22 million bill in the mail,
you need money.
money.
Alabama, they put some plans out. They're gonna add more suites to Bryant-Denny Stadium. They're gonna add some to the side of the press box area, and they're gonna add. They're going to add more suites. So, obviously, they do need money. All right, let's get a break in. When we come back, Stephanie's going to join us from Church Street Family and hear from Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar. We're going to talk a little food next on The Drive.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Just in time for early fall adventures, what could be better than 0 down on a new Ford? That sounds good to me. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's football and camping season, and we've got a brand new Ford to take you there. Right now, Woody Anderson Ford has some strong $399 and $499 leases that come with 0 down and 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance too. Choose a 2025 STX Crew Cab with a 2.7-liter EcoBoost for just $499 a month. Or choose its electric brother, the F-150 Lightning, just $399 a month. Woody Anderson Ford also has 25 Broncos, Explorers for $499 a month, and Bronco Sport and Escape for only $399 a month. And remember, these leases are 0 down, and they come with 2 years of complimentary maintenance. 36-month leases with 0 down, first payment due at signing, 0 security deposit, just tax, tag, and title fees, and your good credit. These offers end 9/30/25. Now's the time for a Woody Anderson Ford. I'm Bobby White, and we hope to see you soon.
By now, you know about Eagle Masonry and Insulation, and maybe you know that Eagle also does landscaping and dirt work. But how about after paint work? Shower doors, shelving, and mirrors, all taken care of by Eagle, the same Eagle that takes care of all your masonry, insulation, and landscaping needs. Eagle brings the same level of expertise to all these disciplines, and they're ready to provide you with a free quote. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Hi, my name is Dan Aldridge. I'm here to let you know about the Aldridge Law Firm and the soon-to-be-announced Legal Town Center. I've been practicing law in Alabama since 1984, and I also practice in Tennessee. And I'm from North Alabama, and I'm here to represent you and take care of your legal needs. For many of us, hiring an attorney is not high on the priority list, and maybe a little scary. But it's something that we all need at some point. So by all means, do your homework. And if you need representation for car accident, wrongful death, medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, or estate planning, or any other matter, just give us a call at 256-534-3188. And you can email me at Dan, that is Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. God bless America.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
If hunting and outdoor recreation are your passions, it all starts with the right property. That's where I come in. I am Bo Butler with Southland Realty and Auction, a hunting and recreational land specialist and a Jackson County native who sees land through a hunter's eyes. Just as you trust your guide on a big game hunt, you can trust me to find the perfect property for you. Thinking of selling? Let me help you make your land attract buyers. Remember, Bo knows land. Call me at 256-609-0512.
Situated downtown on Clinton Avenue, you'll find the Church Street family's take on delicious seafood and more. Sea Salt. At Sea Salt, the food speaks for itself. Fresh oysters, shrimp and lobster, and non-seafood fare. Plus a large selection of wines, regional and local beers on tap, and a full bar. Catch the downtown vibe with Sea Salt's unique outdoor city street and patio seating with a view of Jesse Andrews' mural, bringing an underwater world to life. No reservations necessary. Sea Salt, 114 Clinton Avenue.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at woodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
Hit it. This ain't no disco.
We've never lost a guest before. I'm not guaranteeing anything.
Tuck and roll. I got it.
Welcome back into the Drive. We are live this evening from Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar. Got to make sure we get it right because the food is spectacular. Scott Tyson filling in for Steve Moulton. Steve is out tonight, so I'm here sitting with Wes Neighbors. Wes, we have already have tried the shrimp tacos. You have had the lobster roll.
I've had it before. It's just as good as I had last time.
The lobster roll?
Yes, I had it sitting right there one day.
All right.
What's cool to me is to come down here to Sea Salt, and you sit outside, have good food. They have everything you could want, draft beer, many selections.
A little bit of music.
A lot of music. I mean, it's and you sit here and people watch and watch everybody drive by. It's awesome. We have another client that lives across the street here.
Oh.
Dan Aldridge, who's here all the time.
Okay.
So, God bless America.
God, that's right. That's right. Stephanie is here with us. It is good to have you.
Thank you.
Have you here with us.
Awesome to be here.
This is my first time, and not obviously his first time. I mean, he ordered like a pro. My first time here. This is spectacular.
Thank you so much. Well, for your first time, you did good. The shrimp tacos are one of my favorite.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, there are mine now as well.
Mm-hmm.
But next time I'm just going to get both.
Well, it's not what I thought. It's not what I thought. That, I'm thinking they're going to be big, just a couple big shrimp tacos. But they were
very manageable.
They were shareable.
Yes.
They were shareable.
Thank goodness.
Oh, they were so good, though. They were so good.
I got one of them.
There was only 4 of them.
Yeah, well, I know, but I got one of them.
It's like you're on a parade. You're just waiting.
It's very popular. Wes is very popular on the sidewalk.
This is very popular, though. You are on the corner here. What is this? Jefferson
and Clinton.
And Clinton.
Yep.
But this is the hangout.
Yeah, it's a great corner. It's in the middle of downtown, the heart of everything kind of going on.
President's Corner.
Yeah, just a buzz. Just a good buzz down here. The weather's killing it today.
Yeah.
We've got the roll-up door off the sidewalk open, so really welcoming. Wander right in. All the TVs are playing sports. It's that time of year. Who doesn't love it?
Well, speaking of that, I mean, I know that there's going to be, by the way, Saturday, Auburn, Oklahoma. You can listen to the game over the airways of 97.7 ESPN The Zone. But if you're out and about, you can always stop in here on a Saturday.
That's right.
Because you're serving the food, but it's everything you have but a tailgate theme to it. I mean, I guess you could say a tailgate party to it.
Well, we do actually promote a tailgate party on the weekends.
Okay.
Every Saturday and Sunday, we do something different. This weekend, we're doing the nachos. You can add shrimp, you can add lobster, you can add chicken, you can add shrimp.
You had the chicken ones
I did.
a little bit ago, right?
I did. It was delicious.
See, if you say they're delicious, that's a good thing.
It is. They're shareable. They're delicious, and it's in the nutshell.
She looked at you when
She's
she
just
said
eating them like
shareable.
this, though.
I said they're shareable. I didn't say I was shareable. I'm not a good sharer.
She stayed 3 seats away from me. She saw me sharing hers.
But she looked right at you when she said they're shareable.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Well, next week I think we're going to do sausage, pepper, and onions on a bun. So we kind of run the gamut. We love seafood, obviously.
Right,
it's sea salt, but we do have some land dwellers as well. We have a guacamole. We have a chicken quesadilla. The nachos you can do with chicken. So, bring your buddy who maybe isn't into oysters and seafood. It's okay. We got something for them.
Yeah, there's definitely a paddle for everybody in here. There's something for everyone.
So I love the little picture on the wall about the oysters or whatever. I mean, that is, but I mean, talk about the oysters. I mean, I know there's people that just live to come down here and eat the oysters.
We do run the gamut as far as the oysters go as well. So East Coast, we've got West Coast, we've got the Gulf Shore. So you can kind of also pick your poison there as well.
Okay.
You want a little saltier? Do you want them a little sweeter?
So which ones are sweeter?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I got her.
I didn't put that on my cue card. The sweetest oyster is the one on your plate. How's that?
That's not the best answer I ever got. Oh, man,
answer for everything. I'll tell you, I have people come and visit. Obviously, Huntsville's such a great city to visit. And I had people come from Maine and told me, heck, these are some of the best oysters I've ever had. I was like, really? I mean, they're fresh. They're coming up daily. I highly recommend them.
So about 18 months ago, I was in Boston, had a lobster roll. Not as good as this lobster roll.
Really?
I'm telling you the truth. 100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably our most popular dish is the lobster roll. I mean, everything about it, from the way that the bun is toasted. Right? It had a little crunch, but it was still so soft in the middle. The lobster's just delicious.
It's 100%.
She said soft, like
I
she
did
like
say
she was
it.
from Boston.
No.
She went with
Soft.
the Boston accent there.
100%.
I was hoping you weren't going to catch that. Little New York accent in there.
Well, we don't want anybody from Alabama making the lobster anyway.
Nice.
They perfected it up north a long time ago.
But this is look, and this is a great spot. But you also have other places. I mean, if someone says, you know what, the seafood's really not my thing.
Right.
There's other places though that you guys can experience, and there are a lot of them are just right down here within walking distance.
Look, at the end of the day, there are 7 days in the week, right?
Yes.
So maybe you're feeling lobster on a Sunday. We got live music from 2 to 5. Come hang out, listen to live music, watch some sports, and get your lobster roll. But I think Italian, on the other hand, that's something you can eat every day.
Yes.
100%. I'm an Italian fiend.
I can
My
eat
favorite food is
breakfast,
Italian.
lunch, and dinner if I had to.
Absolutely. So Mazzara's Vinoteca's right down the street, about 2 blocks up. And, oh my gosh, the meatballs are to die for. If you haven't gotten them, I highly recommend it.
Chicken marsala is my favorite.
Chicken marsala is probably one of my
Fettuccine
favorites.
Alfredo on the side. Can't beat it. Yes.
Yep, add chicken, add salmon.
Oh, the bread. I could just eat the bread too.
We make the bread fresh every single day.
Oh.
So every morning they are baking that focaccia bread.
And the tiramisu. I can't
And the
leave that
tiramisu. Excellent. You know, what's really crazy about this street is that we have 4 restaurants on this street alone.
Really?
Yeah. So you could, make a night of it. So Mazzara is down on Gates.
Okay.
Walk up, you hit Sea Salt, which is right here on Clinton and Washington.
Okay.
Directly across the street in this building is Catacomb, our speakeasy.
Everybody talks about that, but I've never made it.
It's like
Wes is very popular.
I think he needs to get a little bag of candy and just throw it out like he's on the parade route.
He's probably got all the candy we need.
Oh, this is great.
I mean, do you just need to get up and go say hi?
Hey, listen, my grandfather graduated from Huntsville High in 1928.
Wow.
So I've been here a long time. I think only 6 years when I was playing football that I was away, and 6 or 7 years. And so I know a lot of people, and very fortunate that people still talk to me. Not everybody still talks to me, but most everybody.
Oh, they're in cars driving by. We don't know what they're saying.
Oh, yeah, they're probably telling you. A lot of people didn't think I could talk till I got a radio show.
And so if we were to wander further down the street past Catacomb, which is in the secret location, is Purveyor, right? Which is amazing.
Yes.
Next level.
One of the best steaks I've ever had. Oh,
not been there yet.
Yeah, I was with some people. We had, I don't forget which steak we had, but it melted in my mouth. It was unbelievable. Yeah. It's what they've done with downtown Huntsville. And what you guys have helped do,
thank you,
is totally turned this place where it used to be desolate. Most of these, and for 30 years, there weren't anything on this street. It was empty.
No, on Jefferson Street, Yes,
it was basically empty.
Yes.
You know, my grandmother had a dress shop right over here.
Really?
Since the 20s.
That's amazing.
My father's grandmother, my grandfather's mother, my great grandmother had a place here. That's how long it was there. So we've been, it is amazing.
Yeah.
And then you saw it come down. Now you see it coming back. It's very exciting. And people need to support downtown to keep it growing, to keep it going, and keep people investing down here. Because we've seen a transformation that's second to none. And the city's done everything right, in my opinion. Not everything, but most everything.
It's very walkable.
Yes.
It's clean.
Yes.
Well,
people walking with their dogs everywhere. I love it. It's perfect.
But next Saturday, there's going to be a lot of people out and about. Alabama, Georgia is going to be a big game, and we've talked about it here. But next Saturday, you're going to have a little special as well for the Alabama-Georgia game on Saturday.
Look, it's a big sports weekend. We've got the Ryder Cup. You've got Alabama-Georgia. You've got baseball playoffs. So come on down, sit outside. And we're going to do sausage, pepper, and onions here at Sea Salt for tailgate.
Look at that.
You know what? If you tell me you want to add lobster, I'll put it on there.
Heck yeah. I've never had that before. I bet it's good.
What's that?
A sausage dog with lobster.
and a little bit of shrimp on there from the shrimp. I mean, you can throw it all.
Chef's going to kill me.
So that shrimp, the sauce is kind of like the same sauce you put on a Tuscaloosa dog, the good sauce.
Yeah.
That kind of, hell yeah. Oh,
that sausage, peppers, and onion sounds real good, though. That does sound good.
Yeah, we might have invented something here.
Now, I will say we're talking Saturday, Sunday. We are open 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. But Monday through Saturday, we do a tailgate. I say tailgate. We do a happy hour. We do a happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. $1 off wine, beer, cocktails, $5 on half a dozen oysters. You can do your ahi tuna or your shrimp tacos for just $13.
Just doesn't want to.
I told her we hadn't lost a guest yet, but she might be the first.
So I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh boy!
How many different types of beer, or how many different specialties of beer do you have?
So we have 26 taps.
There we go. See, look at that.
How's that?
Boom.
26 taps. 2 of those taps are going to be on wine.
Okay.
And so we're really about 24. And we do regional beer. So we definitely have local. But if you have some regional favorites, they're probably up on that wall as well. Mm-hmm.
I'm very experienced on that wall.
Do you have a favorite?
I do. I like the Kona.
Popular beer,
Yeah. I think it's made around Destin, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%. That's where I had it first. And then you can't find that many places, but you can find it here at Sea Salt.
I think it's important to obviously support local. Another fan? Another fan swinging by?
From here.
Oh, it's LSU Lynch. We're tearing it up this afternoon.
You guys got to come out here more often. I think you're having too much fun.
Well, we have people honking.
Yeah,
this is good. Live bands though too. I mean,
Yes.
you're no stranger. I mean, it's great to sit here because you can sit here and just listen to the music and stuff, but you got live bands coming as well. I mean,
Yes. That's on Sundays. Like I said, that's why the weekends are just amazing. Great city, great walkable, safe, clean, everything about it. We are in the entertainment district, so you need to go walk down the street. We'll give you a purple cup. Go do what you got to do. Maybe you want to go shopping at a dress shop. I know that would be my pastime while my husband's watching sports.
How we doing? Uh-oh.
Bruce said he would let me say that. We
Okay. Okay.
New Hope Children's Fund.
All right.
On the 28th.
Okay, on the 28th. Okay.
Nice. Church Street Family is a big supporter of New Hope Children's Clinic. You guys are doing great work. Thank you for what you do.
This is okay. Yeah, we got it right. Yeah. September 28th. Okay.
Do this to yourself. Put yourself in the public live show. I love it.
We did not plan any of this.
No. So, Steve and I have been to, we went to an RV show one time.
Yeah.
And nobody knows we can't hear anything when they talk to us with these on, the headsets on. And they be asking for directions, everything. So I told them to get a live show thing. Yeah,
they were live. That's okay, though.
Yeah.
What do you need to do?
This is good.
The man on the corner interview. That's what you guys can be doing right now. Just people.
We could easily do that.
Tell me about your favorite team. What's going on? I thought you can't hang up on them, so maybe not.
So is there a favorite? I mean, is there something besides the Oysters that people just come in? I mean, that you can say, hey, look, this is the best thing that we have. Is there a favorite?
Well, I'm going to answer that for her. It's the lobster roll. You can't get lobster roll. Where else can you get a lobster roll?
I don't know.
No. I mean, it is the thing. If you want to experience something that is good that you don't get every day, the lobster roll is it.
Yeah.
I mean, and the shrimp tacos that we had, you can't find that anywhere either.
No.
And we keep the chowders on the menu all year round. The Manhattan chowder is super popular. Our oysters are just killer. We have a crab and crawfish dip. That's, oh my gosh, one of my favorites. It's a lot. There's a lot for everybody, I should say. I thought you were going to say, do I have a favorite restaurant? I'm not allowed to have a favorite restaurant.
Which one do you have? Is there one, though? Is there one
Just said it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
It was Mazzaro's. I mean, because that to me, I've been to eating there a lot. I've been there a lot, and it's great Italian food, and it's hard to find that as well.
Well, it's named after my grandparents. My mother's maiden name is ours.
Really?
And so all the recipes are family recipes. So for me, every time I have the meatballs, might as well be my mother making meatballs in the kitchen that night.
Yeah.
So I get to go and have that. We change it up. We have some specials. We have a Little Mazzaro's out in Athens as well. A great spot, great restaurant, great community out there growing.
I've not been to that. So there's two that I've not been to.
Yeah,
right?
you need to go.
And Little Mazzaro's. I've not been to those.
Yeah.
You gotta check. Well, you haven't been to Catacomb, Little Mazzaro's.
No, I forgot about Catacomb. Yes.
I haven't been to Catacomb either. I want to go.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, in my life with so many grandkids and all that.
Right.
It's just we decide to go like Friday, and you get Catacomb. You got to get a
reservation. Yes.
Describe Catacomb a little bit.
All right, let me describe it because it's a pretty cool concept. It's super unique. So you have to make a reservation, which is tableagent.com. Think secret agent, but it's tableagent.com.
Okay.
When you make your reservations for a 2-hour max, can't stay longer than 2 hours. So you're kind of booking a 2-hour window. The morning of your reservation, you'll get an email. And it will send you directions on how to find it and then a password. So you're going to walk up to the firebox over there, hit the button, and someone's going to answer. You're going to give the password. They'll buzz you in. You'll walk downstairs. And then once you're in, now this is a tiny bar. It's about 500 square feet. So there's max 20 people in there at any one time. So it's pretty intimate. We don't have menus. We do what we say is dealer's choice. And you'll choose one spirit and 2 flavor profiles. And all drinks are made to your mood and your palate. right there from scratch. No names on those drinks. You can put the same thing down, the same spirit in 2 flavor profiles and get different drinks every time.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, everybody's raved about it.
Yeah.
Just me, and
you haven't been there yet.
I haven't been there. But I'm going to try to put an end to that.
Mm-hmm.
Football season is not exactly the best time for me to go.
No.
Maybe late in the football season.
Well, you can come down here for football season.
Yeah, you don't have to make a reservation anytime here.
No.
You just,
7 days a week they're open.
Yeah.
I was going to say open 7 days a week. There might be a Wednesday might be your window, right?
Yeah, Wednesday on.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, we thank you for spending some time with us. I know you got a busy schedule, but I mean, thank you so much, and thank you for the great food, and I mean, this is about as fun as it can get, I think.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out at Sea Salt today, and have a great rest of your week.
Thanks for the invitation.
Yes, thank you so much. Stephanie, kind enough to sit down with us for a few minutes and talk about Sea Salt, the happenings that's going on here, and everything. And I'm telling you, the food is fantastic. The atmosphere is second to none. And you're right, because you just watch everybody kind of go by.
That's a former senator just went by there.
Really?
Yeah, this is a happening corner.
It is.
Yes.
Jefferson and Clinton.
Yeah. I think they named Clinton before the president, but I call it President's Corner. Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
They were both Democrats, though.
Jefferson and Clinton?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have had a fantastic so far start to the Thursday. We're on with you till 6:30. We've got NFL football coming up here at 6:30. Let's get a break in here on the drive. When we come back, we will wrap up hour 1 live from Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar, downtown Huntsville.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Just in time for early fall adventures, what could be better than zero down on a new Ford? That sounds good to me. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's football and camping season, and we've got a brand new Ford to take you there. Right now, Woody Anderson Ford has some strong $399 and $499 leases that come with zero down and 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance too. Choose a 2025 STX Crew Cab with a 2.7-liter EcoBoost for just $499 a month. Or choose its electric brother, the F-150 Lightning, just $399 a month. Woody Anderson Ford also has 25 Broncos, Explorers for $499 a month, and Bronco Sport and Escape for only $399 a month. And remember, these leases are zero down, and they come with 2 years of complimentary maintenance. 36-month leases with zero down, first payment due at signing, zero security deposit, just tax, tag, and title fees, and your good credit. These offers end 9/30/25. Now's the time for a Woody Anderson Ford. I'm Bobby White, and we hope to see you soon.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com.
Your customers deserve the best, and so do you. You invest in your customers with your heart, soul, and skill. Well, it's time to invest in yourself with the next generation Cat 255 compact track loader from Thompson Tractor. After all, those who give their best deserve the best, and this machine has it all. With features that include a more powerful engine, tri-axle truck loading capabilities, a spacious cab, and a smooth ride for all-day comfort. Best of all, now Thompson Tractor is making that investment even better with our Workhorse Special. Get 0% financing for 36 months on the purchase of a new Cat 255 compact track loader that comes with a 3-year warranty. You also get a 74-inch bucket and 1,000-hour filter kit. Due to popular demand, this offer is extended through September 30th. Visit ThompsonTractor.com for details. Thompson Tractor, we're here for you.
There's power in caring when it is put into action. Each year, our bankers serve on nonprofit boards, support our local educators, and volunteer with our hometown food bank. I'm Bobby Humphrey, Vice President of Business Development for Bryan Bank, and community service is just not a line item in our mission statement, it's who we are. Because after all, Alabama is our home too. That kind of commitment to community might not be what you would expect from a bank, but it's exactly what you can expect from us. Give us a call or stop by one of our 2 offices in the Huntsville area and experience unbeatable service and legendary results.
Bryan Bank Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 2428943, member FDIC.
It's an amazing time in our industry. Things are changing so rapidly. With digital signatures and workflow software, we help our customers work from anywhere. This helps you save time and money and upgrade your technology. Like I said, it's an amazing time to watch our customers grow and succeed.
Just ask anyone. The Liosi Group.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. A couple of isolated showers are going to be possible across the Tennessee Valley, even a couple of rumbles of thunder. The vast majority of us, though, going to be dry. Temperatures climbing consistently into the upper 80s and lower 90s, dropping into the mid-60s overnight. A mostly to partly sunny sky on Friday. Temperatures climbing once again into the upper 80s and lower 90s. It'll be a beautiful evening for Friday Night Football.
Your Fox 54 weather, only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. The Blitz with Joe Hunk and John Abraham. Weekday morning starting at 9 a.m. on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Welcome back into the drive. Live downtown Huntsville at Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar here on the corner of Jefferson and Clinton. It is a fantastic spot to be tonight on a Thursday. The breeze has picked up a little bit. The sun's kind of gone down, and it's just a beautiful, cool night to come out here and enjoy some fantastic food. Don't forget, they're open 7 days a week. They'll have a little tailgate theme on Saturdays and Sundays. They've got college football. They've got the NFL package. They'll have Major League Baseball. They'll have everything going on down here at Sea Salt. If you're down here, make sure you venture out and you try some of the shrimp tacos or the earlier this afternoon, about an hour ago, Hugh Freeze talked to the media and gave us an update on Jay Crawford on whether or not he will play on Saturday.
Yeah, Rayshawn and would be, but he's doubtful. Talked to him today; he feels better, but I think it would be like Damari the last few weeks. He'll be dressed and see how pregame goes, but wouldn't right now think that he would play a large number of snaps. But hopefully I'm wrong. But that's really what I believe.
Hugh Freeze there saying that he doesn't think he's going to play a large number of snaps. He will dress kind of like Damari Alston did this past couple weeks. And if he's okay to go, he'll go. But if not, he won't. And that good news or bad news? Judy Arman joining us now as well from Sea Salt. Good news or bad news for Auburn if Jay Crawford can't play?
Not good. Because, as you and I on Talking Ball, we feature Brian Matthews quite a bit. We've just kind of
taken over this show now,
yeah.
Drew. Wes is on a parade route.
On Friday, Steve pretty much took over the entire radio station all day, so now we are.
Yeah.
In between, we were doing our great sponsor, Bryan Bank, a huge kudos to rewarding middle schools and high schools around the area.
Well, he is speaking to a client. He's speaking to Aldridge Law Firm.
Yeah, he is. Wes wears many hats.
Yes, he's talking to the Aldridge Law Firm right now. God bless America.
God bless America. Yeah, and you're he's definitely putting on the sales hat and taking care of clients. So I'm going to try to take care of the football side right here, and that's not good for Auburn if Jay Crawford, because as Brian Matthews and Jason Caldwell and and even Jake Crane, we talk a lot of Auburn with those guys, and I think especially Brian told us that Jay Crawford was pretty much maybe their best player all fall camp. So not having him, and I know he got hurt in the game last week against South Alabama, but if he can't play a lot of snaps against this much improved Oklahoma offense and their much healthier wide receiver core and the front runner for the Heisman Trophy, John Mateer, that makes things even more ominous for Auburn. And their secondary has been struggling. So Jake Crane was on with us this morning, Scott, and he's been pretty much spot on. He thinks Auburn's going to have to win a high-scoring game. So this is probably going to have to be a 42-38 type deal, man, if they're going to win.
So if Auburn is to win a high-scoring ball game, the question is Auburn's passing game has not lit it up. I mean, they come in, I think, 80-something in the country in passing offense.
Not a lot of vertical explosive plays.
Yes. What's going to have to change for Auburn to score 40 points? I mean, is the passing game all of a sudden? Because to me, the way this Auburn offense is playing right now, they're not built to score 41. They're not going to score. To me, I don't have confidence in them getting in a shootout.
Well, what they've got to do first and foremost is continue to run the ball like they have. Okay. And we've seen Jeremiah Cobb the last 2 weeks have 100-yard performances. When he has run the ball, Jackson Arnold has been very, very effective. But in these cases, if Auburn is effective running the ball early, Scott, then what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to make some big plays vertically. They're going to, I think what, just from talking to people close to the program, they feel like they haven't taken some shots that they should have. And maybe they were holding, like Brian Matthews said, maybe they've been holding them in their back pocket, man.
I don't know.
But Cam Coleman, Singleton. But see, Singleton may not be completely healthy. But they need Singleton, Cam Coleman, Horatio Fields, Malcolm Simmons looks like he may return.
Yes.
They need to have that foursome at receiver at least make a couple of big plays in the 40 to 50-yard range and score on those type of plays, make explosive plays for touchdowns for Auburn to be able to generate enough offense to beat OU in their backyard.
So there you go. Wes Neighbors kind enough to join us back here on his own show.
Good job. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, so what we were talking about is, and we just heard from Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze said Jay Crawford, he's going to dress, but it doesn't look like he may not be able to play a lot of snaps, if any, in the game.
He's their best corner, Wes.
He's their best corner.
Well, and they
So we asked the question, though, and we had someone on this morning that he thinks Auburn's going to have to win a shootout, and I asked the question is this Auburn offense constructed and good enough to get into a shootout and have the ability to win a 41-38 type of ball game?
Here's the deal. Quarterback has over 115 yards, they got a good chance to win the game.
Over 115?
Rushing.
Okay.
If he doesn't,
well, I did say I feel like they still got to keep running the ball, but this time in this game, I think if they do that, they have to take advantage of it by making a couple of explosive throws, 50, 60-plus yard TDs. And if they can do that, then to me they're in the mid-30s, maybe 40s, and they got a shot.
How do they make those plays, Drew?
Run the ball.
Well, yeah, the quarterback has to run the ball. Because to me, the zero is supposed to play in the game, right?
Yeah, Damari Alston.
Yes. Damari Alston.
But Jeremiah Cobb has had 2 really good games in a row.
He has, but Cobb has done better. He has good vision, right? He has good vision, but he's not running over anybody. I mean, you can have and so you got to have people out of position for him to make a play. Oklahoma's not going to be out of position much, if at all. So you need somebody to break a tackle.
Okay,
and that's the key. And Austin can break tackles. I mean, if he's 100%, he can break tackles. The key to Auburn winning is play a clean game, quarterback runs, which then brings everybody up.
Yeah,
and then you hit them over for the big play. So that's how they win the game, in my opinion.
And they're going to have to generate some turnovers of their own defensively. They've struggled. Now, Champ Anthony may play in the game. He's had that thumb injury.
Yeah.
He could give them some better play at the nickel spot. Their nickel spot has been really kind of iffy, tackling and coverage.
Passing defense, Auburn's given up over 230 yards a game. It's down there as far as numbers go.
They were all over the place the first game I watched.
Yes.
Since then, they still very inconsistent. That's the weakness of this team. Now, there's weaknesses to all teams. The key is to get that weakness better. They have athletes.
Okay.
They're protecting the ball, right? Last year they had all these crazy turnovers. Now they're protecting the ball. If you protect the ball, you can win any game that you play.
So you just said something there, and let's delve into that a little bit. There's a weakness on every team. When you watch Georgia right now, what would be the weakness of the Georgia Bulldogs?
The offensive line is very, very young.
Okay.
And their technique is horrible.
Along the line.
Yeah, along the line. Now, they'll get better. I think they have 4 new starters on the offensive line. And I don't think the quarterback – they're just not – they don't have the dudes like they used to have, right? But they're still good. Don't get me wrong. They still could win the conference because they got the attitude. They work hard. They know how to win. I mean, they just won a game they shouldn't even been in.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the fourth down pass. The guy slides and makes it. What a catch! What a throw!
London Humphreys.
Yeah, only could be put one play. The guy had him covered.
Yeah.
They strip sack. I mean, how many times has a tight end ever scored on a strip sack when it was your quarterback getting sacked?
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, they made plays in the game. The field goal miss. It was their effort in the game that kept them in the game, gave them a chance. They know how to win, and so you have to know how to win. Coach Saban knew how to win.
What's Alabama's weakness?
I think it's in their head.
Okay.
To be honest with you,
not on the field.
So I got friends at Georgia. They'll say the same thing. Alabama on paper is the best team in the conference on paper, but we don't play on paper, right? So when I went to practice, obviously I said they'd lose 3 games, and I think they still will lose 3 games before it's all over with. But I think this team can make the playoffs. But they've got so much young talent. And the difference in the first game is that the older guys were embarrassed, and they should have been. I was embarrassed, right? Everybody that played Alabama was embarrassed. And now they're playing with their hair on fire. So, and the other thing that's happened is those freshmen are making a difference. There's 2 defensive linemen that I went to practice. I would never guess they played this year. Well, they had to play, and guess what? They're getting better. You look at the tight end, true freshman. Receiver, true freshman. You look at running backs. There's some second-year guys and some first-year guys. He hadn't played much. A.K. Deere, that guy's amazing. They have the quarterback.
Right.
They have all this talent. You see 42, Drew.
Jan Zapier.
Yeah, and then now 41's come in, linebacker, who didn't have a clue what he was doing in the first game. He's gotten better. He was a second-team all-conference. And Colorado guy said that who he played for last year said he was the best linebacker in the conference last year, in his opinion. So you got all these guys that have melded, and they're playing with their hair on fire, and all of a sudden they're getting confidence. They're knowing what to do. And, Alabama's got it's changed my attitude totally. And I think the coach is coaching with his hair on fire because he was embarrassed as well as the first game. I don't care, all the negativity, all that. A lot of that is produced as well. And there's a lot of people that are negative, but a lot of other people from other teams were writing stuff and doing stuff. I don't think this team they knew they played bad. They weren't ready to play. A lot of people say they were worn out from the practices.
Right.
And that's all excuses. But what I like now is they're playing with their hair on fire. The freshmen are coming along, and now they got to get the 3 of their best players back, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we will. I'm anxious to see it. Ty Simpson's been almost perfect the last 2 games, and I want to see if they can protect him against Georgia, what they can do, because I think Georgia's back end's a little shaky. And I think Alabama, as you said, Wes, is getting better. I never would have thought London Simmons would be starting, and he's one of those freshmen you're talking about, number 9. He had a sack in the last game.
Well, he looked all world in the sack.
Yeah. He did. He just beat the guy off the ball and got a chance to continue to play a lot of snaps because Jeremiah Beeman's out for the year. They'll get Keenan back, which is a big time leader too. If you're going to win on the road, and that's the one thing. They won on the road early last year. They won at Wisconsin, played pretty good, won at LSU, but we know how they ended the season on the road, not well. So that's the one thing this team is going to have to prove going to Georgia, play well on the road.
Well, yeah, because what's going to happen is you look at the games they lost.
Right.
They got smacked in the mouth. They couldn't recover.
Right.
What are they going to do when Georgia's going to smack you in the mouth? I guarantee you that.
Yeah, they're not going to reinvent the wheel. They're going to come right at you.
Yeah, so you just gotta be tough. They're going to make their plays. You got to make your plays. But Ty Simpson, I think he made some mistakes the first game. There's no question. He ran 3 plays. 2 of them he ran when he should have thrown, and the other one he threw when he should have ran. But you could see they've told him, make up your mind and do it. Because he thought about pulling up last week, and you could see, no, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Made a couple of moves, made a first down. But he had 4 drops the first game, 2 drops this game. That's 6 drops. What would his percentage be if he
In
didn't
the
have
90s.
those 6 drops. Yes. I mean, and in those 6 drops, if they wouldn't just put their hands down, it was stuck in their helmet. I mean, he has played really unreal.
Well, how much credit do you give Ryan Grubb for putting him in spots to succeed and make it easier for him to do what he's supposed to do?
Well, I mean, so to me, it's good coaching ought to go unnoticed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to put him in positions, but bad coaches lose games. They're letting him do what he does well, and he's doing it well. Half rolls, put pressure on the defense, right? He seems to, and his accuracy's been incredible. You look at the throw to Moulton on against Wisconsin. Some of his throws
in
he
the back
made,
of the end zone.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. There was only one place you could throw it to complete that ball. That guy was well covered, covered in that. So I just think it's a combination of everything. Success breeds success. Success breeds confidence. Confidence with younger players, that's what you need. And they have a lot of young players out there. And their leader on defense, their leader on offense, which was the running back, leader on defense was the defensive lineman. Haven't been playing. When they come back, and I think they need to be very careful with the running back. They don't need to be playing him too much because he can re-injure that. He's done.
Well, I got to ask you about this because I've been asked about it. Do you rotate Jaden Roberts 77 and 64 Mike Carroll even more in this game to get them in there?
No, I don't believe it'll be physicality. More. I think they'll do whatever they've been doing. I don't think it'll be more or less unless somebody gets hurt or somebody's just playing bad. Like doesn't match up well the guy across from them. Whatever they're doing, it's working. I love 64's energy.
Right.
I didn't mention him, but he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman as well.
Freshman. They were talking about him during the practice I was, and they haven't played one freshman. I think will play is the boy from Las Vegas, the 6'6" receiver.
Derek Meadows.
I think you'll see him before the end of the year.
He did play a little bit against Florida State. Hadn't played the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know if he got hurt, because I thought he would play in the other game, or maybe he didn't play well. I didn't see him.
Well, and don't forget, you mentioned Lotsier Brooks 17, but he wasn't even on the depth chart against Florida State. So he's really asserted himself. He did have a drop late, but I will say this: they can't have those drops against Georgia because to me,
100%.
To beat Georgia, they got to catch the ball.
And until Hollywood catches the ball over the middle.
With his hands turned over, not with his body.
Yeah. I mean, that's been a problem. That's a problem that he has to get over.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to do it for hour number 1 of the drive. When we come back, we will have hour number 30 minutes left of the drive. Lane Kiffin puts John Summerall somewhere in the SEC. I want to ask you where you think he'll end up next year. Interesting. Yeah. I will explain it all. We got 30 minutes to do so next.
Tom Luganville here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Situated downtown on Clinton Avenue, you'll find the Church Street family's take on delicious seafood and more. Sea Salt. At Sea Salt, the food speaks for itself. Fresh oysters, shrimp and lobster, and non-seafood fare. Plus a large selection of wines, regional and local beers on tap, and a full bar. Catch the downtown vibe with Sea Salt's unique outdoor city street and patio seating with a view of Jesse Andrews' mural, bringing an underwater world to life. No reservations necessary. Sea Salt, 114 Clinton Avenue.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is Sports Center.
I'm Nick DeLuca, Week 3 kicking off on Thursday Night Football. Bills and Dolphins in Orchard Park. Miami looking for their first win of the season. Buffalo trying to keep rolling. Bills have won 8 straight meetings between the two teams in Orchard Park by an average of 15 points per game. Another loss could turn up the heat on Miami. Coach Mike McDaniel, ESPN's Adam Schefter, says the team isn't planning on any changes.
We all saw what happened on a Thursday night game a couple of years ago, a divisional game when the Raiders left the Chargers, when it was noisy around the Chargers. The next day, they made changes. They fired people. And so that's always possible, but that's not the plan and not the preference in Miami. They think they have a good team, even though they have not started that way, even though the people on the outside don't think that way.
Schefter on Get Up. Dolphins receiver Jalen Waddle active despite being questionable with a shoulder injury. Bills All-Pro slot corner Taron Johnson also active, was dealing with a quad injury. Packers tight end Tucker Kraft dealing with a knee injury that he suffered in practice today. ESPN's Adam Schefter reporting the team thinks Kraft avoided major injury, but his status for Sunday's game against the Browns is up in the air. In baseball, future Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw announcing he will retire at the end of the season. 11-time All-Star, spending all 18 years of his career with the Dodgers, became the 20th pitcher in baseball history to reach 3,000 strikeouts earlier this year. In the NHL, Kings captain Anze Kopitar will retire after this year, his 20th in the NHL, leading LA to cups in 2012 and 2014.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Friday, we'll get you ready for Week 3 of the NFL season, plus look ahead to some sneaky big games in college football that have huge playoff implications. It's on Sportsmanlike 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
The final 28 minutes of the drive kicks off now, leading you up to NFL football. We've got the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins tonight over our airwaves of 97.7 ESPN The Zone. We have been live this Thursday evening from Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar downtown here on the corner of Jefferson and Clinton. It is a happening place, and I mean, it's during the commercial breaks. We're not here. We're walking around because it's just kind of like
because Wes is the mayor.
It's kind of like just trying to say hi to people.
Yes, well, you got to say hello to your friends.
Danny Aldridge is here from Aldridge Law Firm. God bless America.
Yeah.
Just picturing God bless America.
Yeah, God bless America.
That's all we've said on.
And his daughter, who's a great attorney. Yeah, Savannah, who's an attorney. We call her Sissy. And they're. So I've never been here. I said earlier I've never been here without Danny Aldridge, and I can still say that.
So earlier this week, and we talked about this morning as well. Earlier this week, Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss getting ready to play Tulane. It's a sneaky game because Tulane has LSU, or Ole Miss has LSU next week. They're just coming off that one with Arkansas.
Well, Arkansas should have won the game.
Yeah, and sandwiched in there is John Summerall. John Summerall's bringing a very talented team up there to Oxford. This is going to be a heck of a ball game. And there's so many ties because John Summerall was there at Ole Miss for a little bit, and when he coached, he brought his Troy team over there. Monty Kiffin, told him after the game that it was a very talented team that he had there at Troy, very well coached, nicely done. So there's a lot of ties there, a lot of mutual respect.
Well, but it's Huntsville versus Grissom all over again. Wesley's the safety coach. He went to Huntsville.
Yes.
Summerall went to Grissom. It's the Panthers versus Tigers right there in Oxford, Mississippi this weekend.
Lane Kiffin saying earlier in the week that John Summerall will be coaching. Not that he thought, but he said that he will be coaching in the SEC next year. Didn't say where, but he said he will be coaching in the league.
Well, think about what he's doing. He's putting that seed. I don't know if he will or not, but he's putting that seed in his team. He's trying to cause controversy. He's saying, hey, this guy's going to get a job. He won't be there next year. I mean, that's what he's doing. I mean, not that Summerall won't be there.
Right.
I'm not saying that. He's a good coach. I'm not saying that.
Little mind games.
100%. That's what Lane does. That and go to the bathroom, flush the toilet on our air, and then said he didn't. But we call him the Easter Bunny because he told us 9 times he was coming on, Steve, and the 10th time Steve told me, and I said, I believe that when I believe in the Easter Bunny.
You believe it when you actually hear his voice.
Yeah. So yeah. But no, I think Lane's he's a master at it. I mean, he is a master, and I believe he probably true it. But that's why he's saying it. Is he wants to put that doubt in the players, and he's going to be it. Was that really going to? I mean, that's what happens if they even hear it. But with social media, you hear it now. I'm sure the players do. But when we were playing, we didn't know what was going on in the outside world. I mean, when you wake up, you go to a training room. Yeah. Then you go from the training room to class. Then you go from class to get taped, to eat, then to get taped. And then you go to practice, and then you go back to the meeting room.
But you didn't have a cell phone with Twitter and Instagram
exactly. You didn't have any of that
on there.
But what I like with John Solomon makes him put all that stuff up.
Yes.
Which I think's brilliant. Because you can be on it too much.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Drew,
it can sneak up on you.
Yeah, I think it's a chance he could be, but that's why he said it. 100%.
Right. Well, of course, that as soon as he said it, of course, speaking of Twitter and social media, it went crazy because it was, oh my goodness, Kentucky, Florida, Arkansas. I mean, people just started naming and rattling off teams that John Summerall potentially would be at next year. There's not an opening yet, and not to say that there will be openings, but
I found out you don't want to have an opening to after the 5th game.
Well, there's a lot of things.
Because then the players can't.
Well, first of all, the red shirt rule goes out after 4 games.
Right, so they couldn't just quit and transfer not that year not count.
Well, and you look at school, you look at the UCLA students, for instance, if they have only played 3 games. But,
I wouldn't even say they played.
Yeah, but nobody on that UCLA team has attended a class yet because they don't have school. So not only can they redshirt, they haven't even gone to class. So if they went in and said, hey, look, I want to go into the portal, and look at this. He's wearing the right shirt.
I know.
He's wearing the right shirt.
Hey.
We played like crap against Iowa State, but he's wearing the right shirt.
Yeah. What is the luck? Scott runs into an Iowa.
Really?
Oh, he played at Iowa and played for the Dolphins.
Who is that? I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. I don't think I need to say his name.
Well, Scott wants to run and get his autograph or take a picture, right?
Yeah. He lives in town here. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll
Scott's freaking out now. Scott's freaking out.
Yes.
He's going to call his dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to be. Look, I am envious of my parents because they are in New York right now. They sent me some pictures. They got a tour. Just the 2 of them.
What restaurant did they go to?
No, they got a VIP tour of Madison Square Garden.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
And so they got to go through Madison Square Garden. They got to see all the locker rooms. They got to see everything inside Madison Square Garden. And I'm like, okay, I see how you roll.
Yeah, I noticed that Iowa tour before Scott did that. Uh-oh.
Well,
Scott's going to be that's going to catch his eye.
Look, I know Alabama fans, Auburn fans, and all this. They grind their teeth or they do whatever about slumping offenses and everything. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about slow offenses or methodical or whatever. I mean, Iowa's offense is stuck in 1995, and it doesn't get any better.
So Scott doesn't want Mark Stoops as the next coach.
No. Look, I love Kirk Ferentz, and he's the all-time winningest coach in the Big Ten. He's got more wins. But we were on a thing when we talked to some people this morning, and innovative was the word that we were using because when you think of Lane Kiffin and Bobby Petrino at Arkansas offensive coordinator, they're innovative. They are hard to play against because they come up with different things. They're very innovative in their play calling and everything. There's certain coaches out there that are not. And we were talking about a lot of those coaches right now they're not innovative, and they're very easy to figure out. It's different to prepare for those teams. They're easier because they're not as innovative.
Well, the whole thing about basically everybody's still running the triple option, but just in a different way. And with the rule changes, you're able to throw the ball downfield more accurately and better, which they're spreading everybody so out. It used to be you went vertical. Now it's, but as I was told by Jerry Glanville this week, you can't get to heaven throwing the bubble screen.
Okay.
Which was his quote when he yelled across the field today.
I was going to try to get a piece of pie, but she walked by me, and so that just tells me that I don't need said piece of pie.
Oh, he was going to get a hot key lime pie. I don't blame him.
But
Drew said key lime pie 40 times since he got it.
He has.
Yes, it's
He
great.
has. Subliminal.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, if you need some good key lime pie right now, come by Sea Salt. It's amazing.
So is the shrimp tacos.
Yep, and the lobster roll.
Can't beat it.
All right, 256-576-4977. If you would like to join the drive, as we are live from Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar downtown here on the corner of Jefferson and Clinton. Beautiful night to be out and about, as we mentioned, and as Stephanie mentioned when she joined the show earlier, there are 4 Church Street family restaurants you can walk to from right around here. And so you can just enjoy the night. You can stop in here, get a drink, get a little bite to eat, walk up to Mazzara's. Probably can't get into Mazzara's because of reservations, but you can always sit at the bar or sit out on the patio and enjoy some Italian. So
it's delicious. That's all I can say.
All right, 256-576-4977. We got a little bit of time before we turn things over to the NFL. Just announced a little bit ago. Actually, it was announced 2 hours ago. It is a Major League Baseball news.
Yes, I saw that.
Clayton Kershaw did announce he will be retiring at the end of the season. 3-time NL Cy Young Award winner, 2014 NL MVP, 11-time All-Star. He will announce, or he did announce that this is his last season.
So how many years did he play, Scott?
Ooh. I'll have another trivia question. Who was his classmate at Stratford High School, I believe it was, in Dallas, Texas?
Shoot.
And they both have had long careers, man.
Baseball?
Well, they both played baseball, but this guy's had a long career in football.
I couldn't tell you.
I have no idea who.
Matt Stafford.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, they played at the same high school. Played baseball together, but of course we know what Stafford focused on.
So, where are the Kershaw play? He didn't play
Just the Dodgers. Were crashed in the first round and then never played.
What a
another.
fortunate guy, except for paying all those taxes.
The only thing he didn't do in his career, he won a World Series, won a couple of World Series, but he never really pitched all that well in the postseason. But
yeah, and
he was one of the best regular season guys of all time.
3 times brought home the Cy Young, 2014 NL MVP, and 11-time All-Star. He will make his final regular season start tomorrow for the Dodgers. So, big news out of Major League Baseball.
I think the coolest thing I ever saw in baseball to me is when Mario Ravana pitched his last game.
Yes.
And 2 of the players,
Andy Pettit, Jorge Posada.
And they all came out.
Derek
Jeter came.
Jeter was there.
Instead of the coach coming out and take the ball, his teammates did, and it was awesome scene. Awesome scene.
I can't
and I
stand
think
the
a lot of people now know. I think a lot of people know, but those that forget,
Highland Park High School. Pardon me.
Jorge Posada, who caught a lot of those games from Andy Pettit, and that he is in the Calhoun Community College Hall of Fame.
Of course he is.
Jorge Posada.
Here's the crazy part. Didn't catch an inning at Calhoun. He was shortstop.
Played shortstop?
Yeah, his dad made a deal with the Yankees. Said he would sign as a free agent for $30,000 if they wouldn't release him and give him just a shot to convert to catcher and give him a legit opportunity. And the rest is history. Fred Fricke, who was the longtime coach at Calhoun baseball, took him sight unseen from a scout friend of his and signed him. And he had signed with the University of Alabama to go to college, but never made it to campus in Tuscaloosa because he signed as an undrafted free agent for $30,000.
Wow.
Jeez. That's why we bring him in. That's why we bring him in.
Yeah, that's worth the lobster roll there. I don't know about you.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that we know.
Key lime pie.
We got Mike. Let's see if we can get to Mike on the phone line. It's kind of been choppy today, but let's see if we can get to Mike. Morning, evening. Do we have
Mike,
you
there?
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, yes. I'm not sad to say it, but I'm a Mississippi State fan. What do you guys think about their chances to do anything and upset a few folks this year?
Mississippi State, chances of Mississippi State doing anything at the end of the year. I mean, big win against.
It doesn't matter if you don't have the start that they had, what you do at the end, right?
Right.
So I think that they're just going to keep getting better. Listen, this is what I said. I think that there's all these undefeated teams in the Southeastern Conference, including Mississippi State, having these big wins. It breeds winning, right? Winning breeds winning. And who knows what's going to happen in the Southeastern Conference? I mean, Mississippi State's a vastly improved team.
Yes.
I mean,
vastly improved.
They should beat Northern Illinois Saturday, and then after that, Clanger welcomes Tennessee to town, which will be crazy. The Vols will probably only have lost one game. Mississippi State could be ranked. We talked to Brian Haydad this week on Talking Ball. He said he's tried to figure out how big it'd be. The biggest game in Starkville in at least 8 years. It'll definitely be the biggest of Jeff Lebby's career. And I'm telling you what, man, it would make my year if Clanger could upset the Vols. Yeah. I mean, please let it happen.
Is their defense better or their offense?
The phone call's kind of breaking up there, Mike. Yeah. Thanks for the phone call.
For the call.
Let's see.
Good luck.
Let's see if we can get LSU Lynch in here. We saw him.
Is he circling still?
Is he the one circling?
He drove by here, honked at us. I mean, it was like a parade. It's like we were on a float or something. LSU Lynch is here with us. Good evening, sir.
Son, it's been a great show. Because I done told you, Wes, when I get you outside, you ain't got no control, son. Go LSU.
Well, we're having
kind of
trouble.
broke up there. We are having a hard time with the phone calls tonight. I don't know why they're.
Oh, don't worry. You just say
thanks
go
for going
LSU
by
and hung up on
LSU
you.
Lynch.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't know, Ryan. I don't know. Just having a hard time with phone calls today. But anyway, we did see LSU Lynch. He brought the party to us here, and it was good to see him. His LSU Tigers.
They look good.
Yes. And Brian Kelly took some heat this past week about his post-game comments.
No, I think he was right on board. I don't think he should have apologized.
Yeah.
The first question he asked, what's wrong with y'all? They're 3-0, top 5 team. They're winning against a team that obviously wasn't going to be able to score in the game.
Right.
Why would you go throwing the ball in the fourth quarter? Taking a bunch of chances. That's how you get beat. Run the ball, run the timeout. You're up by 10. They can't score. Even if they do, I mean, you're up by 2 touchdowns. I mean, 2 scores. Excuse me. You don't take risks. That's how you win football games. Go look at what Auburn did last year. Blow all those games in the fourth quarter, throwing the ball. Throws a pick 6 in the Oklahoma game they should have won. And Hugh Freeze tells you that now. Game they gave away. That's how you get beat. But you just run, get first downs, punt, make them go 80. They can't do it. They threw 5 interceptions. He couldn't drive the ball. Why? You played in the game. If you're down by 7, then you open it up. If you're tied, then maybe you take a chance to get a first down. You're up by 2 scores. You run 3 plays, run clock, punt. I mean, if you can't get a first down, I thought the criticism was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they can't beat, you could take chances and win by 30. What does that do? You're beating them. Florida's not a bad football team, but they can't go 80 yards and score. They might be able to go 30 yards on
right. Yes.
So
yes.
just punt, make them go 80. That was Coach Stallings, Coach Bryant. They all had the same philosophy. They won a lot of football games by punting and make them go 80. Coach Saban used to say, any drive on offense that ends with a kick is a good drive.
All right, 6:20. Let's get one break in here. When we come back, we will wrap up this edition of The Drive and turn it over to the NFL. Final segment coming up next.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Just in time for early fall adventures, what could be better than zero down on a new Ford? That sounds good to me. Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. It's football and camping season, and we've got a brand new Ford to take you there. Right now, Woody Anderson Ford has some strong $399 and $499 leases that come with zero down and 2 years of premium complimentary maintenance too. Choose a 2025 STX Crew Cab with a 2.7-liter EcoBoost for just $499 a month. Or choose its electric brother, the F-150 Lightning, just $399 a month. Woody Anderson Ford also has 25 Broncos, Explorers for $499 a month, and Bronco Sport and Escape for only $399 a month. And remember, these leases are zero down, and they come with 2 years of complimentary maintenance. 36-month leases with zero down, first payment due at signing, zero security deposit, just tax, tag, and title fees, and your good credit. These offers end 9/30/25. Now's the time for a Woody Anderson Ford. I'm Bobby White, and we hope to see you soon.
Tom Abraham here for my friend Mike Owen at Owen Home Appliance Center. You know it's hot outside, so cool down with an upright or chest freezer in stock at Owen Home Appliance Center. And don't let those beverages get hot. Get an under-counter ice machine with a built-in pump for just $12.99. Or how about a fridge out by the pool or in a garage for extra cold drinks? You can get a scratch and dent 18-cubic-foot refrigerator for just $349 while supplies last. Go to owenappliance.com to learn more. That's owenappliance.com.
You've been paying on that life insurance policy for years, but maybe you don't really need it anymore, or it's gotten a bit too expensive. Well, before you just let it expire, let Neighbors Insurance Solutions share with you some alternatives that you haven't considered. Don't throw away something that still may have great value for you. If you want to learn more about what Neighbors Insurance Solutions can do for you, call 256-763-7693. A death benefit could be a life benefit. Learn more at 256-763-7693. Eagle Masonry and Installation. It's right there in the name. Eagle is your one-stop shop for block, stone, or brickwork, monument signs, and outdoor kitchens and fireplaces. Eagle also offers the finest craftsmanship and insulation, including fiberglass or spray foam insulation, and of course, insulation removal. Philip Love and his team have years of experience, bringing the region the best in masonry and insulation services. For more information and a quote, visit insulatewitheagle.com or call 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
At the Open Bottle, you'll always find something that hits the spot. Settle in with a glass of wine or one of 48 beers on tap. Our patio feels like hanging out with your friends in your own backyard, only with a full-service bar and better music. Before you head home, browse our curated wine selection, spirits, or large selection of craft beers to take with you. It's always a good night to stop by the Open Bottle.
SportsMed is the official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And if the pros trust SportsMed, you can too. SportsMed provides every service you might need for complete orthopedic care, specializing in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, joint replacement, spine surgery, neurosurgery, and podiatry. And they offer their own brace shop, in-house full-body MRI, physical therapy, walk-in clinic, and so much more. 4 locations and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
Your Fox 54 weather.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Dorton Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. A couple of isolated showers are going to be possible across the Tennessee Valley. Even a couple of rumbles of thunder. The vast majority of us, though, going to be dry. Temperatures climbing consistently into the upper 80s and lower 90s, dropping into the mid-60s overnight. A mostly to partly sunny sky on Friday. Temperatures climbing once again into the upper 80s and lower 90s. It'll be a beautiful evening for Friday Night Football.
Your Fox 54 weather. Only on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Listen to the Woody Anderson Ford Scoreboard Show, powered by Lake Gunnersville Ace Hardware. Each Friday night with Scott Tyson on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
It's 2 minutes, whatever, the drive. We are now sampling the key lime pie.
The bomb.
Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar here downtown Huntsville. There's not much left. It's fantastic. Hey, how we doing?
Awesome.
All right, go with the shrimp tacos and the key lime pie. Fantastic! Yes. We're passing along recommendations to people coming in. That is fantastic. The shrimp tacos are next level. The lobster roll is next level. Everything so far has been next level down here. And don't forget, you can head to our Zone Deals page, head to our website, click on the Zone Deals logo. You can buy $50 worth of food for just $25. That's all it's going to take, and you can come down here and enjoy sea salt. $25, by the way. If you come down here, $25 will get you a lobster roll. And then order the key lime pie, order the shrimp tacos, and then you can order the pretzel. They have pretzel and cheese as well, and that would be all you would need. But we'll give you $25 of a jump start, and you can come down here and enjoy what is a fantastic dinner. Fantastic night. And it's been fun. I've had fun sitting in here doing this.
No question. And then after the show, you're going to find out who the Iowa guy was.
I'm going to have to find out who that is. Because, I mean, look, they win 8-9 ball. But see, I'd say that's just, it's so fun. I think that's what makes college football so entertaining and so fun is, Alabama loses to Georgia. The Alabama fans are upset they lose to Florida State. They're upset because of one loss, and it's hurting their potential playoff chances and national championship aspirations and everything like that. And Iowa loses to Iowa State, but they don't think like that. It's, we can still win 8-9 ball games, still can be a productive year. I love how different fan bases.
It's. You can't be the best without expecting the best. If you don't expect you're going to be the best and not work to that goal, how can you ever be the best? I mean, I'm not being disparaging to anybody.
No, but I just think that's what makes college football so good.
I'm going to tell you.
But right now in college football, who is the best team right now in college football?
It changes every Saturday to me.
Right. So going into this coming Saturday, who has the edge right now?
That's a good question. I think there's I think if you look at the top 10,
right,
that any one of those teams can beat the next of those teams.
Okay.
I mean, where are you playing? I mean, if Ohio State had played at Texas, I don't think they'd won the first game.
Drew, best team right now in college football.
If they whip Auburn by double figures, I would say Oklahoma with Mateer, because we heard so much about him.
Yep.
We've heard so much about how improved their defense is. And they're about a 7.5-point favorite, something like that. If Oklahoma wins impressively, I'd say the Sooners.
With a victory over Michigan, a victory over Auburn, you'd have to say they'd be up there.
All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, Talking Ball, 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Stay safe, everyone.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Stations, this is your final time.